All right, Coach Kevin Keathley. I got my main man, J.J. Pruitt, D&D Sports Network. I told you, we be locked in from start to finish. Oh, yeah, we're locked in start to finish. Championship action coming at you in about 11 minutes here. You got Johnson Central. You've got Shelby Valley. Shelby Valley going to have to play back-to-back games. That's going to be tough. But before that, yeah, we talked about it with Thomas Nairn, the 4th annual 15th Region Junor Varsity Tournament. Can't do it without People's Bank. We got Casey LaQuire. I got it right this time.
You got it right, man.
Yes, sir, brother.
Right.
And we've got him talk a little bit about People's Bank and the impact they make here in the community and of course, this event, Casey. Hey, listen, this is not happening without people like, no pun intended, People's Bank.
Yeah, well, we're happy to be a part of this. Selfishly, being a sports guy, definitely excited about being a part of this. But I think this is a great thing, not just for this community, but for this entire region.
Yeah.
We were talking off the air just about, sometimes JV just gets that little time slot before a varsity game. But to come here and showcase for a weekend and kind of see who's out front, in the years to come. So we're excited to be a part of it. Anything we can do to make the place we live a little better, we're excited about that.
Exactly right, People's Bank. Talk a little bit about that, Casey. How did that come about, the partnership with the 15th Region JV Tournament? I know Thomas Nairn, one of the forefathers, one of the foundation, set the foundation for this event. Talk a little bit about how that came together and your partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess it was maybe a year ago or so we started having a conversation about what this might look like. And to be honest with you, you could just see the passion kind of boiling out of him. Now, he's standing over there with a Prestonsburg T-shirt on, but he clearly has a great passion just for, this region and all of our schools and kind of showcasing this. So we started talking and said when we get a little closer, we'll start to talk a little bit more. So, man, back in the fall, we just said, hey, we need to make this happen. And, a lot of times you'll see people jump on us, to sponsor a big tournament, a varsity tournament, but we thought, man, it's an opportunity for us to really make a difference for some of these teams and some of these up-and-coming players. So we just made it happen, man. Right,
that's big time. And listen, it is about the young student athletes. This is the next crop of stars that you're going to see here in the mountains. You got some big-time talent. And, again, 10 teams showing up to this event. Can Shelby Valley win their second JV championship in the 4-year existence of it? Can Johnson Central get their first? And again, you're getting two you're talking about two dominant programs in the 15th in the history of the 15th region in Johnson Central and Shelby Valley. I know you know a lot about sports here in the mountains, and you two programs that's won a lot of games.
Absolutely. When I walked in, I unfortunately haven't been able to be around quite as much this weekend to see the games, but it's kind of neat to walk in and see two powerhouses the last couple of decades in this region. Not surprised at all that they're here, but from my understanding, there's been some good battles to get here on Sunday afternoon. So great stuff. Excited for the games.
Now, listen, we were talking a little bit of I've known you for a long time. You've been involved in sports, particularly over in the Belfry area.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your background in sports and just how you've kind of made an impact or been involved in the past.
Yeah, so, 20 years ago, if someone would have told me I would be working for a bank, I would probably laugh. I thought I'm going to be a coach all of my days, but sometimes God just got a different plan for your life. But, started out coaching football and basketball over at Belfry in 2005. I've continued to coach football at Belfry until, even through last season.
Right.
So, it's my opportunity to get away from kind of the corporate part of America and get into, being around kids and developing kids and helping build character. And as you know, you've been around this a minute, and then I've got to see this guy over the years to grow up. And man, this sport builds character, man. I mean, this is people can say what they want about athletics, but to me, there's no better training on life than being an athlete. It challenges you physically, it challenges you mentally. It's built into me. I'll never be able to let it go, Kevin.
Right. No.
Like you, man.
Right. Once you're involved, you're in it until you kick the bucket. Again, People's Bank. Tell us a little bit about People's Bank, where you can listen. You want to show up. You want to come in and maybe visit about hey, you want to put your money in somewhere. Where do we go to People's Bank? Where do we?
Absolutely. Yeah. So People's Bank, just so you know, we're a community bank headquartered in Marietta, Ohio. About $9.5 billion in assets, and we bring a pretty unique thing to the table. We do banking, retail, commercial banking. We do insurance. So whether that's your home, your auto, your business, general liability, workers' comp. We do leasing services. We really do a lot of things.
Yeah, do it all.
Community bank to have that kind of diversity. So locally here, we pretty much have branches everywhere in the 15th region.
Right.
So Paintsville, Inez, Pikeville, Martin. So we're all around Salyersville. So we're all around this region. You can stop in any of our branches to ask and see about any of the products that we just talked about. But, at the end of the day, here's what we really believe in, Kevin. It's about the community that you live in.
Right.
There's a lot of banks. I can look around and see signs in here right now. And, there's great places to do business. We hope that you choose to do business with us. But I think the thing that really sets us apart is our commitment to the community. So not only are we going to write a check to support something, you've probably seen dozens of People's Bank employees here this weekend handing out water, delivering T-shirts. We're truly committed to our community to make this place that we live a little better today than it was yesterday, and that's what makes me proud to be a part of this team.
And that's what it's about, being a part of a great team, a team that cares, a team that just don't go to work and clock out and go home. No, they're invested in the community. And Johnson Central, Shelby Valley coming up, well, guess what? As he mentioned, there's branches, and we know the people's tuning in right now from both areas. Listen, branches in both areas. If you want to listen, maybe I need to give some advice. Maybe I need to come in and check out what they have to offer because, again, you said it's a community-based, right?
It is a community-based bank, and we hope to always stay that way. Banks are growing, banks are merging together, all these kinds of things, but we want to stay community regardless of how big we get, because that's really where you make a difference, man. And, we're proud to be a part of that, and that's not just me here in Prestonsburg. You can go all the way up there as CEO in Marietta, Ohio, and he would tell you the same thing.
Right.
And if he was free tonight, he would probably be here too. So we just care about the community, whether it's food pantries, local sports, schools. We're just glad to be a part of it.
That's what
we appreciate you guys, bringing this stuff. People like to watch sports.
Right.
Sometimes it's hard to get everywhere. So we appreciate you guys being out doing what you do. I've done this before. It's not easy, man. It's long nights, a lot of travel. And
man, oh, man.
We appreciate your commitment to the community also.
Well, listen, we appreciate that. JJ has a big question for you guys, and he wants to know, he says, if you guys staying on board as a presenting sponsor of this event, he says, what about hanging championship banners for the event each year? Okay, they come back in next year. Okay, you run the championship banners of each past winner.
I think that would be pretty awesome. And there's a guy, Mr. Nairn, standing over there. We're going to go have that conversation.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
As soon as I get off the headphones, we're going to have that conversation.
Hey, JJ getting it done. That's a great idea, actually. Listen, I'm going to let you get out of here and enjoy this championship game. But, again, want to thank People's Bank and you guys for being the presenting sponsor of the 15th Region Junior Varsity Tournament. Without these guys, this event don't happen, ladies and gentlemen. And we're just thankful to be along for the ride here on the D&D Sports Network. Listen, I'll let you get out of here and go visit with Thomas on that great idea JJ just gave you.
Well, I'll tell you this before I go. Now, JJ still looks like he's got some eligibility, but
right.
Don't let him go try to suit up because he definitely
right.
he definitely don't fit the age requirements.
No, anymore, we're going to keep him out of it. Right?
Thank you guys so much.
We appreciate you. Listen, unbelievable. People's Bank. Thomas Nairn told me a couple of months ago, said, listen, I got a big-time community partner on board, People's Bank, makes this event just that much better, and we can't be thankful enough for People's Bank, D&D Sports Network. Been along for the ride for the last 4 years. Listen, I'm just happy to be a part of it and get to see these student-athletes do something that maybe they wouldn't have got to do in the past, and that's cut down some nets. There we go. JJ, we're 150 away from tip-off. Championship action coming at you here. Oh, man. Does Valley have enough in the tank to get this done? We're going to find out. You better believe it. Back-to-back games. And we'll see if they've got enough. Johnson Central looking really, really good. Unbelievable. 1:26 to go. You see Coach Taylor has his guys together. And can they get their second 15th Region Championship? in a 4-year existence. And Johnson Central looking for their first in the history of this event. We've made it here right on time, too, ladies and gentlemen. We said 5:30 tip-off, 5:32. So we're not far off, for this championship game. Under a minute to go. Johnson Central's coached by Isaiah May, former player at Johnson Central. He hit a big-time three. It was D&D Sports Network's first year covering the 15th Region Tournament. And if you remember, it was Johnson Central, it was East Ridge in overtime. And Coach McKenzie held the ball for the entire overtime period. And Isaiah May pulled up for a three to send Johnson Central on and to knock out East Ridge. Heartbreaker for East Ridge. But that's Isaiah May now patrolling the sidelines for Johnson Central. He's can relate to the guys. You always like those younger coaches as JV coaches. They going to provide a lot of energy and enthusiasm. And then on the other side is Matthew Taylor, the head coach of Shelby Valley.
Here we go, the championship game, Coach.
Again, are they going to have enough in the tank? Shelby Valley, after playing a game just 20 minutes ago. There's Jace Hall starting where he finished off.
I got to be honest with you, Coach. I think that they're going to start out really strong. I'm not sure how it's going to end because, like we've said, fatigue could be a factor. But I think that where they're fresh, they're still warmed up,
right.
It may take Johnson Central a minute to get warmed up.
To get going, that's
a
good point. Hall got it to go, Jace Hall.
Right where he picking up right where he left off.
Collins bringing it up the floor again, as we mentioned. He's a transfer from Betsy Lane. Nice dump down. Callahan can't get it to go. Going to be Johnson Central ball. Collins the inbound. Coach Taylor telling his team to talk on defense. They're in a 2-3 zone. Watch out. Watch out.
Ooh. And I believe that was the player of the game, Coach, for his game.
You better believe it.
All right, Coach. You know, we've been talking about for the last couple of games, and we didn't get a chance to do it. My prediction for both teams' score combined, I'm going to say over 80. What do you think? Over or under 80 points?
Over under 80. I like that. I'll go with you on that.
Absolutely. Feel free to let us know in the comments section. What do you think the over and under is going to be between both teams combined? Because I think this is going to be a very high-scoring game.
Pull-up jumper, no good. Hall with the rebound. Varney. Cooper Blair starting where he you know, he's hot, man. From deep. 4-3 early here. Johnson Central basketball. Championship game, 15th Region JV tournament.
You know, Coach, I was just thinking about the interview that you had just now. These really are two powerhouse teams.
Yeah.
And it's only fitting that the two powerhouse teams get to go at it in the championship and the Junor Varsity matchup, too.
There's a reason why these teams win year after year.
Absolutely.
Can't get to go. It's going to go Shelby Valley's way. Looks like JC is going to go to a 2-2-1. Gillespie came up big in the semifinals. Trap coming. Nice job. Watch out. Watch out.
And there we go.
Short on that one. That was Newsom with the three ball, JJ.
Oh, yeah.
7-3. Shelby Valley leads it.
And that's exactly what my prediction was. It was going to come out extremely hot and aggressive.
Like you said, they're still in game mode. Their body's still in game mode.
We got fresh legs, and then we got still in game mode.
Right.
So which one's going to get it done? Still in game mode or fresh legs?
Newsom matched up with Collins. Nice job by Collins. Trying to set a screen there. Over to Varney. Again, a little discombobulated on offense right now.
Yeah.
Over to Gillespie. Gillespie coming up big.
Got somebody in the comments section. We got John Johnson. He says, with the way Coach Taylor conditions weights these kids, their legs will not get tired.
No, these guys can run all day and run all night. Coach Taylor, his team up 10-3. You nailed it, JJ. They're coming out ready to play.
Sure, I'm getting tired just watching them. I mean, these kids are in unbelievable shape.
Unbelievable shape.
So did they give us a 30 or a full?
A 30-second timeout.
Well, you know what I got to do for the next 30 seconds. I'm definitely shouting out each and every one of our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, there's no way that we could do this broadcast without the help of each and every one of these individuals. Definitely want to give a shout-out to Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Howard Family Pharmacy, Glenn Martin Hammond Law, Crace Solid Rock Development, HBT Physical Therapy, Warfield IGA, Tommy's Auto, and we definitely want to give a shout-out to Callahan Funeral Home, Butcher's Towing, and also, even though they're not a sponsor, People's Bank for sponsoring this championship matchup.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know.
We really appreciate you for, hosting this JV tournament. I mean, I love watching these kids and them getting the opportunity to shine because they deserve it.
Without those guys, it couldn't happen.
Absolutely.
Going to be Johnson Central's ball. 10-3 early. Collins inbound. Callahan. The kick. Shot fake. Lost it.
Did he lose it or was that a pass? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I think he lost it. He's going to go up.
It somehow still went to him like a perfect pass,
Foul on the floor. Collins the inbound. Looking for Callahan. Dump down to Callahan. Callahan to Callahan. Caleb the collar.
Got a 10-5 ball game, Coach.
Barney up the floor to Gillespie. Yeah, turns it over. Callahan back over to Collins. The push. Nice drive. Got shot block. Callahan coming away with it. Gillespie. Over to Varney. Pulling. Newsom coming away with it. Back to Varney. Johnson Central in man-to-man. Nice look to Newsom. Can't get it to fall. Over to Collins. Under 2 to play here in the first quarter. 10-5. Shelby Valley leads it. 2-3 zone by Shelby Valley. Probably a smart call defensively by Coach Taylor to give Valley kind of a breather in that zone. Varney nowhere to go. Gillespie looking to turn a corner. Nowhere to go. Turnover. Callahan with it. Got Collins on the left side. Callahan going to take it all the way to the rim, and he's fouled. Going to shoot 2. You told Coach Taylor saying, please shoot the ball. You don't hear many coaches say that.
Say it.
He said, please shoot.
That's my kind of coach.
Yeah. Give me the green light.
Just tell me I can shoot it from anywhere.
Right.
Then we're good to go.
Oh, man. Callahan. This is the first on that.
Coach, look at the numbers. Look at how many people's tuned in for this championship
Are you kidding
game.
me?
Absolutely. We really appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into the D&D Sports Network, supporting all of these kids. I mean, I know they really appreciate it too.
1-2 on that. Callahan converts. 10-6 here. Pressure by Johnson Central. Varney. Nowhere to go with it. Gillespie. Crossover. There's Jace Hall. Jace Hall.
Ooh, with the left hand. Okay.
Man, oh, man. He gets downhill.
That's a bad boy. I definitely wouldn't take a charge on him.
He gets going downhill. Yeah. You want to get out of the way.
That's exactly right.
Andrew Meeks. Number 0 over to Callahan. Nice finish by Callahan.
Very nice.
That's Caleb Callahan, to be exact. There it is.
I thought he was going to pull it too.
Meeks Nice drive. I got fouled on that one. Battle for it. You know, a little sloppy here.
Yeah. It's a championship game. This is a fill-out quarter.
All right.
But you wait till it gets to midway second quarter, you know, early third quarter, you're going to see a completely different ball game.
12-8 here. Shelby Valley leads it.
Number 4 checking in, coach. For Johnson Central.
Corbin Burt in the lineup. Pressure on ball. Over to Gillespie. Gillespie going to pull in and out. Jace Hall, there he is again. Hall doing work on the glass. Wow.
He is a throwback player.
He is indeed. Meeks, foul on the floor. Man, oh man.
What a ball game.
Is this Jace Hall kid just physically tough?
Yeah. And what grade did you say this kid was in?
He's a freshman.
He's only in the 9th grade?
He's only in the 9th grade.
He has a bright future ahead of him.
Does he look like a 9th grader?
No. That's a grown man.
Yeah. Turnover. Gillespie.
And here's from the parking lot.
Oh!
Whoa!
Did you get that, JJ?
I got it. What the?
Unbelievable.
Almost said something like, where did that come from?
Buried it from deep.
Jesus Christ. He pulled that from the parking lot. Wow.
Down. Mr. Dalton Gillespie with the three-quarter court. Big time.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, big-time half-court three.
That's my range right there. I like that.
Yeah, to give it a 17-8 lead here. Shelby Valley leads it over Johnson Central.
You can tell he's practiced that shot.
Knocks it down.
Yeah, absolutely. I need to sit down and process what I just saw. I did not expect that in a championship game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick commercial break. We will be back momentarily with more action on the D&D Sports Network.
Start the new year off right by making your health a priority. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic can help you do just that. We have a great staff of professionals offering a variety of services like medical, dental, behavioral health, mat program, case management, chiropractic, radiology, and lab testing. Little Flower Clinic offers free transportation for Perry County patients. Call to make an appointment, 487-9505. Quantum Healthcare, 436-0711. And East Kentucky Chiropractic, 487-8255.
You know, listen, you got that 10-second delay to make sure that we ain't saying nothing we shouldn't say here.
Daryl, come on, man. You got to get me a better laptop. Like, you can't believe you went to a pawn shop to get me. Not to say that pawn shops, but you got me the cheapest one.
Hey, listen, what a shot by Dalton Gillespie to end the first quarter.
Shout out to everybody in the comments section for commenting on that shot to let me know I actually got it on camera.
Yeah, 17-8. A lot of momentum on Valley's side. Newsom trying to make something happen. Collins. Gillespie. Collins with the foul.
I mean, I know I say kids shoot from the parking lot all the time, but he literally did shoot that one from.
Yeah, three-quarter court.
Yeah.
Gillespie transfer from Pikeville. Again, as I mentioned, the nephew of Savannah Nunemaker. Jace Hall going to get a jump ball. Going to go JC's way. Collins, what a player he is. Collins transferred from Betsy Lane during the offseason.
So Miranda Bradford says, where is the maestro with the replay? Well, Miranda, unfortunately, Darryl didn't give me a good laptop to where I could push the proper buttons to do that. But I'm going to get on to him, and hopefully I'll be able to get the next replays in the future.
Collins. Long on that one. Varney on the go. Step through. Going back to JC, Johnson Central basketball. 17-8. Gillespie has played extremely well today for Shelby Valley. 2-3 zone by Shelby Valley. Collins up top. Turnover. Newsom. Over to Jace Hall. Back to Varney. Varney going to be Johnson Central basketball. Shelby Valley fans wanted a foul on that one. Again, you're not going to get that call. You're not going to get the officials to change it.
Not on the not championship Sunday. I mean, they're going to let these kids play, absolutely.
Right. 17-8. Nice ball movement. Going to leave them. You don't want to give him too much room. Meeks. Back over to Cooper Blair. Back to Meeks. Mid-range jumper. In and out. Meeks. Long on that one. Gillespie coming away with it. Right into the hands. Shelby Valley player. Jumper. Got it to go. That was Collins with the bucket. Step through the zone. Foul on the floor. 19-8. Again, this is the championship game of the 15th Region Tournament, brought to you only by the D&D Sports Network, exclusively.
Absolutely. And we cover varsity, JV, girls basketball, middle school basketball. It doesn't matter what it is. We cover everything, and that's what separates us from all of the other networks.
We cover whatever it is. Professional wrestling, we cover it.
Absolutely.
Got fouled on the – let's see if they give him 3 or 2 on it. Going to shoot 3. Yeah, we cover track and field. We cover volleyball. As I mentioned, professional wrestling.
I'm really excited to cover track, and I would love to call a wrestling event.
Oh, man, it's great.
Yeah.
Track and field, probably my favorite sport to call. I'm a big track and field fan.
Yeah, I ran track at Belfry. We went to state 2 years in a row in the 4x1 relay and once in the 4x2.
Yeah.
A very, very fun sport.
Fun sport to call, too, because and again, those kids get very little shine.
Yeah.
Very little.
And they deserve the shine.
And they deserve it. That is Cooper Blair with the free throw. They had 31 in the semifinals. Gets them both. Gillespie. Got to come to the ball. 30-second timeout. Matthew Taylor said, let's talk about it.
Absolutely. Coach, so what do you think the key to them getting back into the game is going to be?
Well, again, for Johnson Central, they're a very disciplined team, whether it's JV or varsity. You just got to run your stuff. And, yeah, guess what? You got to find Cooper Blair.
No, 100%, absolutely. I mean, he was the player of the game, the previous game, and he was, what, a 30 ball?
I had 31 unofficially.
Yeah, lights out.
Basketball is a simple sport. When you got a baller, when you got a guy that's a bucket getter, get that man the ball.
100%.
All right? Everybody gets a trophy.
And right now, my prediction has been true for Shelby Valley. I mean, I knew that they were going to come out and still be in, basketball like game mode because they had just finished the game. And, Johnson Central, they got the fresh legs, but, I don't think that they're fully in game mode just yet, but I think that it's coming really, really soon.
Yeah, they had that 2-hour wait.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's really tough.
Varney walking it up. Johnson Central's extended their defense. Post. Hall getting downhill. Got bumped twice. No call. On the go, Cooper Blair. Nice finish by Blair. Blair's a player.
Yes, he is. And there it is. Oh, man.
Of course, that's Hall in the game, number 14 for Shelby Valley. Pulling. Callahan with a rebound. Meeks on the go. Oh, big time block.
No easy buckets, Coach.
Collins, rejection. I'm telling you, both these teams.
Number 4 substitution, Coach.
Yeah, number 4 checking in. Chase Hinkle.
Yeah, my handwriting isn't the best, Coach. It's my bad. when I was writing the names down for you.
Step through.
Ooh, there's that Euro we were talking about.
Meeks with a big-time bucket.
That was smooth.
2-2-1 press.
And I told you it was just a matter of time before Johnson Central came alive.
Going to travel in Shelby Valley.
Yeah.
Going to check Gillespie back in. Shelby Valley coming in. Hall, Hall checking out. 2-3 zone by Shelby Valley. Two-three zone. Shelby Valley not getting staying in it. Meeks over to Callahan. Pulling. Blair couldn't get that one to go. Pressure coming. Three-quarter court. Over to Gillespie. Trap coming. 10-second call. Johnson Central playing tremendous defense. Trying to change momentum, change the tide here.
Miranda Bradford in the comment section said the refs are doing a good job. I think it's been a fairly called game. I mean, they're letting them play as a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, they've called the game exactly how I expected them to.
Doing a good job. Newsom. Well, we got there. I didn't see the call. Said he carried the ball.
Well, that was interesting.
You don't see that very often called.
No.
Meeks bringing the ball up the floor. The swing. Pulling. Callahan. Got it.
Was good. I knew it was good.
Nice rotation.
Yeah, it was a smooth looking shot.
Trying to figure this press out by Johnson Central.
I heard somebody say diamond. That looked like a diamond press to you, Coach?
I'm not sure. Matthew Taylor was calling diamond.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was like implying a diamond press or if that was the name of something else that they were calling.
Right. Meeks, 19-17. Central getting back in this. On the deck. Gillespie coming away with it. Varney on the go. Nice pass. And oh man, Jace Hall. Physically tough. Gonna shoot two. Team third on Johnson Central. Hall. This is the first. Jace Hall. Only a freshman.
A true freshman from what I'm looking at.
It's unbelievable. A young man, the time he's put in to be ready for the high school level. 1-2. 20-17. The swing. Back out to Meeks. 2-3 zone. Valley's not gotten out of it. They've stayed in this zone. Meeks, they're going to run it down for one shot. Timeout. Isaiah May says, I want a 30-second timeout, JJ.
Well, while they take 30 seconds to discuss a couple of strategies for these last 19 seconds, we would like to take a moment to give a shout-out to each and every one of our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, there's no way that we could do these broadcasts for free to you guys without the help of each and every one of them. Definitely want to give a shout-out to Crump Funeral Home, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Howard Family Pharmacy, Glenn Martin Hammond Law, Crace Solid Rock Development, HBT Physical Therapy, Warfield IGA, Tommy's Auto, Callahan Funeral Home, and Butcher's Towing.
Without those, listen, for D&D to be able to come over here and do this, JJ, it takes every one of those community partners.
Absolutely, 100%. And we really appreciate them because, you know, by them sponsoring us to broadcast, like, it shows how much they really care about the kids.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, not only, like, getting these kids exposure, you know, but the community that doesn't live here anymore, it can't come to the games, they get a chance to be able to watch as well.
20-17 here. Going to be Johnson Central basketball. They're looking to get one shot out of this here. Over to Meeks. Big fan of Mr. Andrew Meeks. They've gotten out of this. They went to a 1-3-1, Shelby Valley has, with Gillespie on top of it. Got the turnover they wanted. 20-17, JJ.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got us a heck of a ball game. You do not want to go anywhere. We are going to take a quick commercial break, but we will be back with second half action in this championship game right here on the D&D Sports Network.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
Craving a taste of Central America? Head to Sal's Steakhouse. Sizzle your senses with mouthwatering steaks, juicy burgers, savory chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Sal's Steakhouse, where your taste buds will thank you. Unleash the flavor at Sal's. Taste tradition, taste the difference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the D&D Sports Network at Prestonsburg, Kentucky. I am JJ Pruitt. I got my main man, Coach Keathley, in the building. Coach, I'll tell you what, I love working with you, man, and I'll tell you, to have an opportunity to work a championship game with you, it's been an honor.
Hey, listen, unbelievable day here that we've got to be a part of, right?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Game after game after game has lived up the hype. There's been no running clocks. There's been no blowouts. We've had big-time performances. It has delivered today here, and just like we expected here, halftime, 2017 game, everything and then some here between Shelby Valley and Johnson Central.
Now, I already gave you my prediction for early in the game. You know, my prediction was Shelby Valley was going to come out. They were still going to be fresh and still be playing. But my question was for Johnson Central, like where they have been sitting for 2 hours, like how long was it going to take them to fully get going?
Right. And I think you nailed it, and you saw that. As the second quarter came to a close, they started kind of getting their legs under them.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if Shelby Valley has enough to finish this out, playing back-to-back games, semifinals, finals.
Yeah. And I'm not biased, so I'm going to go ahead and give you my honest prediction just for this third quarter. I think that Johnson Central is going to come out very explosive. I think that they finally got warmed up. But on the flip side, I think that Shelby Valley still has enough in the tank to weather the storm and make it a very, very close game. It's going to be close all the way to the end of the fourth quarter.
Normally, I'd be undecided on that, but knowing how Coach Taylor prepares his team during the offseason, I think you're right. I think Shelby Valley got plenty in the tank to finish this one out. Which way it goes, going to depend on who knocks down shots.
Absolutely. And each and every one of you guys that have tuned in, we really appreciate you. We definitely appreciate the sponsors that have made this tournament possible. And don't turn your phones off just yet, because we got second half action of the championship. Yeah. 4th annual Junor Varsity 15th regional tournament. I said it backwards, but you know what I mean.
Hey, listen,
absolutely.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend right now.
100%.
The second half of the championship games getting ready to get started. Johnson Central, Shelby Valley, 20-17.
Can we get one more buzzer beater, Coach?
I'd love to see it, right?
That was unbelievable. I'm just happy I got it on camera because, I'm still in training with the camera. So, the fact that I was able to get that in real time and people in the comments section confirmed it, Daryl's going to give me some props on that. Still need a new laptop, though, Daryl.
Daryl McCoy going to check some big-time games out this evening.
Absolutely. You said he was 3 hours away, correct? Or
is that what he said?
I can't remember the location you said.
Yeah, but he's going to listen. Jasper Johnson in the building. Yes. He ain't going to miss it. Staying in that zone, Johnson Central. Over to Varney. Varney looking to make something happen. Gillespie can't hang on to it, but into the hands of Jace Hall. Hall going to shoot two. Hall just imposing his will, and he's going to shoot two. He was the Mingy Beef Jerky player of the game in the semifinals.
This is exactly what you need to do if you're Shelby Valley. Continue to try to slow the game down. Just in case you are a little tired, to get your win back, but just continue to slow the game down and, continue to play physical.
Right. The more you can slow it down, the better.
Absolutely. You can conserve your wind, and then whenever the fourth quarter hits, you can flip that switch and be like, okay, it's time to go.
Misses them both.
And again, that's not common.
Collins with the rebound. There he is, Cooper Blair with the layup. 2-2-1 press by Johnson Central. Shelby Valley turns it over. Got a chance to take the lead. Collins. Coming out of the fray is Jace Hall. Varney on the go. Step through. Left it short. Battle for it. Going to be Johnson Central basketball.
19-20, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially 2 quarters away from crowning another 15th regional Junor Varsity champion.
Blair. Callahan. Daniels up top with the ball. Back to Daniels. Collins, the dump down. Nice cut.
Ooh.
Big time cut.
Absolutely.
Gives Johnson Central a 1-point lead. 2-2-1 press. Coming at Valley. Gillespie over to Jace Hall. Hall.
Pull it.
Yeah, Gillespie, long on it. Newsom gets the offensive board, pulls it out. Hall with another rebound. Hall with the bucket. Man, he is a workhorse.
Yes, he is. A blue-collar worker is what I like to call him.
Yes. Foul on the floor. Going to be baseline out of bounds.
So, Coach, do you by any chance know the name of all the teams that participated in this tournament? I mean, did every team in the 15th region? That basket is good. Number 12, Coach.
Big-time basket by Callahan. You had Phelps, McGoffin County, Prestonsburg, Eastridge, Shelby Valley, Martin County, Floyd Central, Johnson Central, Pike County Central, Pikeville, and Lawrence County.
Jesus, what a lineup, Coach. I
Yeah.
mean, that is to be able to win a tournament against this many teams. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, listen, in a 2-day event, right?
Yes, I wish I could have been here yesterday. Unfortunately, I had another game that I had to broadcast, but if I would have had the opportunity to cover these games, I would have definitely showed up.
Gotta love it, and as we talked about, too many times the JV gets overlooked. Not on the
Yes.
D&D Sports Network, we cover JV games when we're in the building.
Absolutely. A lot of networks prefer that the primetime games. No, the D&D Sports Network believes that every game is a primetime game.
And it matters and it counts.
Yes.
Pressure applied by Johnson Central here. Over to Jace Hall. Back to Gillespie. 2-2-1 press by Johnson Central. Nowhere to go with it. Somehow Hall came away with it. Pulling. Left that one short. Rebound. Off to Callahan. Easy layup by Caleb Callahan. 25-22. Gillespie left that one short. Going Johnson Central's way. Coach Taylor pulling the press off. Over to, I'm telling you, he'll bury it. Daniels loses it. Jace Hall over to Varney. Varney looking to turn the corner on Callahan, can't do it. Going to stay Shelby Valley basketball. 25-22, 2:49 to go in the third. Johnson Central leads it by 3. Over to Newsom. Dalton Gillespie. Jace Hall. Tough to guard getting downhill. Left that one short. Outlet. Cooper Blair. Easy one. Might want to get a timeout if you're Coach Taylor. 27-22. Having trouble inbounding. Hall going to get. They're going to get Daniels with a personal foul. 2:21 to go. Johnson Central momentum on their side. 27-22. Varney. Nice look. Here it is, Newsom. Can't convert on that one. Going to stay Shelby Valley basketball. 27-22, JJ. Johnson Central has turned a corner.
Well, so far, I believe my prediction has been accurate. Johnson Central has come out, showed a completely different side of themselves. But on the flip side, Shelby Valley has done just enough to stay in this ball game to where they will have a really good shot to win the championship in the fourth quarter.
There it is. Long on that one. Outlet. Johnson Central just beating them up the floor right now. Daniels can't get that one to go. Rebound Shelby Valley. Varney on the go. Varney. Gillespie. Jumper. Left that one long on that one. Going back to Johnson Central. 1:43 to play. Championship game. Can Valley get their second 15th Region JV championship? Yeah, they stepped into that one. Collins tracks it down. Collins, little dribbling exhibition. Daniels. Blair. Cooper Blair. Big three. 8-point lead. Over to Jace Hall. Offensive foul on Jace Hall. That is 3 personal fouls on Jace Hall. 1:04 to play in the third quarter. Shelby Valley starting to look a little gassed. Body language showing just a little bit. Hands on their knees. Back-to-back games here. Nice action. Cooper Blair. 2-2-1 press. Just like that, 11-point lead. Newsom. Needed that one. 33-25, 8-point lead. Johnson Central. Can he get another one? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, look at the bench at Johnson Central. Like, check these out.
Oh.
They are really getting into this.
They are getting into it. You see the varsity guys, Sloan.
Absolutely. They know how important this is to them.
Rose and Shepard. Watch out. Jump ball. 36-25.
I love it. I love seeing the varsity players show up to support their fellow JV players.
Yeah, that's great. 4.8, 11-point lead, Johnson Central. Valley, just you play those back-to-back games. That's tough. Watch out, Daniels. Third quarter, all Johnson Central, JJ.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, and that was my prediction. I mean, I didn't think that they were going to, come out to a crazy lead, but I knew that they was going to come out in this quarter and give them their best shot.
They did, and now all of a sudden, 11-point lead, 36-25. Can Shelby Valley dig their way out of this hole here in the fourth quarter?
We're going to find out when we come back right here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you want to make your dream home come true, call Solid Rock Development today. Check out some of these interior and exterior jobs they've done over the past few years. Solid Rock Development is making custom dream homes come true at a great price. Family owned, family operated, and faith backed. Give us a call today at Solid Rock Development.
Craving a taste of Central America? Head to Sal's Steakhouse. Sizzle your senses with mouthwatering steaks, juicy burgers, savory chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Sal's Steakhouse, where your taste buds will thank you. Unleash the flavor at Sal's. Taste tradition, taste the difference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the D&D Sports Network. I am JJ Pruitt. I got my main man, Coach Keathley, in the building, and if you guys are just tuning in, you do not want to take your Facebook app, YouTube, or anything off of this game. This is the championship game of the 15th Regional Junior Varsity matchup, and I'll tell you what, it has definitely lived up to the hype, Coach.
It has, and here's the deal. Shelby Valley, back-to-back games. Do they have enough in the tank to make a run here?
And that was my question. It's not that they don't have the ability. They are an extremely talented team, but I just had a feeling like when you play 2 games straight, I mean, no matter how good a shape you are in, eventually you're going to get winded just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think they still have enough left in the tank to make a run.
Varney. Dump off. 3 ball. Got it.
What I tell you, I knew they had enough left.
Big time bucket. Newsom with the 3. Cuts that lead to 8. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I watch Tommy McKenzie and Isaiah May obviously going to follow suit here. They will run the clock out.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, there's no shot clock.
So there's a term that we use in West Virginia, like Mingo County, and they called it Birch basketball.
Yeah.
There was this team, Birch High School, before they consolidated to Mingo Central.
Yeah.
And that was their thing. Like, they would jump out to an 8-point lead in the first quarter
Right.
and hold the ball for the next 2.5 quarters, and there would be nothing you can do about it.
That's exactly what Tommy McKenzie does. Fourth quarter, if he's got a lead, he'll sit on it.
Yeah. And if you think about it, it's smart because there's no shot clock.
I'll say the same thing. I'm a guy that loves to score 300 points if I can. But in high school, if I have a lead in the fourth quarter, I'm sitting on it, bro.
If I got a lead in the first quarter, if I jump out to a 12-point lead in the first quarter, I don't need to shoot the ball anymore.
You're going to have to turn me over.
Yeah, run that good old-fashioned motion offense and just wait for the other team to get frustrated and either foul you or make a mistake. And
that's right.
You know,
I'm going to use the rules to my advantage.
Absolutely.
Callahan misses the first free throw.
That's in. Some shots you could just tell.
You can just see it.
Yeah.
9-point lead. Hall. Trap coming. Varney. Over to Hall. Turnover. On the go, Johnson Central. Callahan. Daniels. They're pulling it back out. Collins up top. Mashed up with Gillespie. There it is, Cooper Blair.
I knew it was coming. I was just about to say, like, if there's one player on that team that is not going to hold the ball and they're going to go for the dagger, that would be Cooper Blair.
That young man is unconscious right now.
He's ice cold, and not that he's not hitting his shots. He's just cold blooded. He's got ice water in his veins.
Right back at him, Jace Hall. Floater, got it. Daniels, 12-point lead. Off to Varney. Over to Gillespie. Newsom. Hall with the putback. Hall doing everything he can to keep Valley in this one.
Absolutely.
Watch out. Callahan going to pull. Long on that one. Callahan with the putback. Going to get a foul on. Yeah, going to get a foul on Mr.
And if you look at the body language of some of the Shelby Valley Wildcats, I mean, it's the two straight games have definitely taken a toll on some of them.
Yeah, well, you see them on their knees right now trying to get a breather.
Yeah.
And listen, they just worked.
They've got the talent, but, back-to-back games is tough on anybody.
It is tough, extremely difficult to come back, and more so mentally.
Yeah. And that would make this game even more special if they're able to pull it off.
Cooper Blair. Man, oh, man, he's been unreal. Watch out, Callahan. Going to go to the free throw line. 42-32, under 3 to go. You just sense that Johnson Central all of a sudden has got their second wind.
What a game, Coach. What a game. This entire tournament, what a tournament.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Every single school has played well.
Every game. Got the bounce on that one. Substitution coming. Gillespie checking out. And Hall checking in. .12-point lead. 2:57 to play. Nice.
Nice job splitting the defense.
Yeah, split the defense. Collins can't get that one to go. Might have shot 2 on that one. Might have got fouled. It's going to stay Shelby Valley basketball. Got to make something happen if you're Shelby Valley. That gas tank starting to close to empty. Hall tracking it down. Watch out. Off right. On the go here. Dump off to Callahan. Daniels with a nice play. We hear Johnson Central's bench defense. Jace Hall going to shoot 2.
Got a couple of comments, Coach. Donna Thornsberry Justice, I think high school should have a shot clock. I hate that holding the ball can make for a boring game.
Well, I agree.
Yeah. As Daryl McCoy says, down to the wire, Coach. Susan Lester. Yeah, I'm right there with you on the shot clock. My only question was, like, what would be an appropriate amount of time for the clock?
I'd like to see 35 or 40.
I think 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty of time to get a bucket.
Yeah.
It's plenty of time to run your offense. And it's also plenty of time to get you used to a shot clock if you do have a shot to play at a higher level.
Right. Now, I think using a shot clock, I can vouch as a coach, it makes you a better coach because you have to speed up your decision making.
Yes.
And so as a basketball player, it's going to do the same thing, and it gets you ready for the next level.
Absolutely. And even if you aren't able to play at the next level, it also gives you an opportunity to have that experience that you see on television. These other schools getting to play with the shot clock, you get to have the exact same experience as they do.
I think in the next 5 years you'll see Kentucky make that rule change. I really do.
How many – are there any states that currently have a shot clock?
There's several states.
Do you by any chance know the amount of time that are on their shot clocks?
Not sure. I'm going to say I want to say I saw somewhere 35.
Yeah, I think 40 is reasonable.
Jace Hall going to go to the line. Do they have one more run in them? Shelby Valley, knowing Coach Taylor, Coach team, they do.
Regardless, they have put on a tremendous effort. And I think the one thing that's going to separate this JV tournament from other tournaments in the past, like from 15th Regional and stuff like that, like these rosters aren't going to be the same next year.
Right.
It's going to be a completely different roster. So, like, there will probably be winners, a different winner every single year.
2-2-1 press. There's what they needed. Varney. Just like that, a 9-point game. No quit in Shelby Valley. Collins over to Callahan. Again, they're going to milk it as long as they can milk it. Collins bringing it back out. Over to Daniels. Shelby Valley going to start, listen, they got to get to 5 fouls. And might as well start now, right, JJ?
Absolutely.
Daniels wisely pulling it out. Team third, team fourth. Going to get a foul on the floor. Only his second. Team third. Timeout. Coach Matthew Taylor says, let's talk about it. Let's have one more chance at this. The door's still cracked, JJ.
Absolutely.
Johnson Central 46, Shelby Valley 37. Championship. Listen, we're 1 minute and 23 seconds away from crowning the 15th Region Junior Varsity champion.
This is so cool, and I'm going to continue to campaign for championship banners for every one of these teams that have won a Junior Varsity 15th Regional title.
I love it, and as you mentioned, you saw Casey of People's Bank said, I'm going to go talk to Thomas Nairn about it. That's a great idea.
Yeah, Casey is a terrific individual. I mean, he was one of my coaches at Belfry, so I've known him for 20-plus years. So
yeah.
It was nice to get a chance to run into him again. He was a phenomenal coach.
Casey was a young coach back in that, right?
Absolutely. Casey Leaquire.
Yeah, Leaquire. Listen, I've known him for a long time. I don't know him well, but I never get his last name right.
Right. Got to say it separate, Lee Choir.
Yes. Here we go. Larney. Nice screen set by Hall. Turnover. There he is, Cooper Blair. Cooper Blair.
Phenomenal performance. Phenomenal tournament, from start to finish. Robert Wallace says JJ will have banners or bust. Absolutely.
Yes.
I want these kids to have the same acknowledgement as all these other teams. 100%. If you can hang a district title, which just gets you to the 15th regional tournament, you can definitely hang a junior varsity title, which is actually you winning a championship,
They've earned this one
Yes.
tonight. Champion trophy is getting ready to be runner-up and champion. Going to be handed here momentarily.
100%.
Daniels can't get that one to go.
.54 seconds to go. And it is good. I want to give another shout out to Shelby Valley. I mean, they have put on a phenomenal performance. They have given a terrific effort under the circumstances. I mean, I don't like making excuses for anybody, but, 2 straight games would take a toll on anybody that's playing. But they have done well, and shout out to Johnson Central. I mean, they've come in and they've handled business. They put on a terrific performance.
Yeah, unbelievable. Both teams. And Shelby Valley just ran out of gas.
Yeah, it's fatigue. I mean,
and listen, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, it will happen to anybody. Absolutely.
And I see it every year here. The team that plays back-to-back struggles in the second half.
100%.
49-37. It looks like Johnson Central is going to be your 2025 15th Region Junior Varsity champions. Is this a prelude? Is this foreshadowing Johnson Central's varsity team and what they may do come March at the Appalachian Wireless Arena?
I'll tell you what, if this is their junior, their future is definitely going to be bright.
No doubt about it. And you see 4 of their main guys on the bench for the varsity.
Supporting the kids.
Yeah.
Supporting their teammates.
Kyle Rose, 6'8". Austin Sloan, 6'4". Braden Shepard, a flamethrower.
I'm willing to bet if you were to ask any of those kids like what the practices are like against the junior varsity, I'm willing to bet they're going to say, they give us everything that we can handle.
They bring it.
Absolutely.
36 seconds to play, 51-38. Credit Coach Matthew Taylor and the job he did this
100%.
weekend. And, of course, Isaiah May.
I hope I get to call this tournament again next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Little jump hook. They're going to call the Wildcats office, Shelby Valley Wildcats. And say, you know what? We live to fight another day. Johnson Central, ladies and gentlemen, as the clock expires here.
Your 2025 15th Regional Junior Varsity Champions, the Johnson Central. I was going to let you finish. I was going to let you finish. We're going to do it together.
Johnson Central Golden Eagles. Yeah. Listen, unbelievable weekend, and the future is bright. The present, the future of Johnson Central. Big win over Shelby Valley in the championship game here. People's Bank, 15th Region Junior Varsity Championship, Junior Varsity Tournament, and Johnson Central is your 2025 champions.
Absolutely. Well deserved. They played a tremendous game. They played a tremendous tournament, from start to finish. In the championship game, they started out a little slow, and I knew they was going to start out slow because they had been sitting for 2 hours, but I knew at some point they was going to flip a switch and give Shelby Valley everything that they could handle, and they did, and they got the job done.
And we're going to watch trophy presentations. Our Mingy Beef Jerky Most Valuable Player, once again, is Cooper Blair.
That's a bad boy. And
congratulations to Cooper Blair. We won't interview him again, JJ, since we got him earlier.
Right.
And we'll see here who they hand out.
I love this. Trophies, medals, championship banners possibly in the future. This is so awesome.
Dalton Gillespie, he played a great defensive game there. And congratulations to Dalton. Right, JJ? I mean, defensively,
Absolutely.
really good. Nailed that three-quarter court three.
Yeah, he pulled up from the parking lot literally, and it caught me off guard, and I was so happy that I actually was able to get that shot on camera.
Also, Mingy Beef Jerky Player of the Game, Dalton Gillespie.
Yeah.
Cooper Blair, back-to-back Most Valuable Player awards, and most importantly, the championship game.
He's built different. Like, watching him play, I mean, he never shies away from the moment. It's like he wants that moment. It's like he wants the ball with 5 seconds left to go in the championship because he wants to take the shot because he knows he can do it. And that level of confidence is definitely going to make sure that this Johnson Central team has a bright future ahead of them.
Yes. Shelby Valley, your runner-up, JJ. Getting the award, getting the trophy. It's always tough because you want to win. You want to cut those nets down.
Absolutely.
And, man, oh, man, they fight and compete as hard as any team in the region, led by that man and led by Matthew Taylor.
Phenomenal performance.
One of the best in the business.
Hold your heads high. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You played a tremendous game from start to finish.
Absolutely. Great effort.
This is so awesome.
There he is, Johnson Central, as they walk up to get their trophy. 2025 15th Region JV champions, and you saw it right here on the D&D Sports Network. 4 years running. Man, it just gets better and better.
Yes, and I cannot wait to cover this next year. I hope that Daryl McCoy will actually call me up with a better laptop and allow me to cover this game because this entire tournament was truly entertaining.
Gotta love this, too. And you got some of the varsity guys standing behind them. Kyle Rose, Austin Sloan, Braden Shepard. Looks like Mr. McKenzie down there.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Congratulations to Johnson Central. They're taking home the hardware. Listen, also congratulations, as you mentioned, JJ, Shelby Valley.
Absolutely.
And to all teams that competed in this event over the 2-day period. Great event. Great event put on by Prestonsburg here at the field house.
People's Bank as well.
Yeah, we want to thank People's Bank. We want to thank Thomas Nairn. We want to thank Coach Harold Tackett, Don Compton on the mic, the scorekeeper, Clint Schutz on the scoreboard, Harold Tackett. The list goes on, and of course, our sponsors, JJ.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do this without the help of each and every one of our sponsors. I mean, they're the ones that allow us to present these broadcasts to you for free to watch. Definitely, once again, want to give a shout-out to Crum Funeral Home, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Punk's Tire, Hatfield Family Pharmacy, Glenn Martin Hammond Law, Crace Solid Rock Development, HPT Physical Therapy, Warfield IGA, Tommy's Auto. Definitely want to give a shout out to Callahan Funeral Home, Double Quick, South Steakhouse, and Butcher's Towing, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, Coach Keathley, I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed broadcasting with you today. And this evening, I really look forward to working with you again. And, with that, ladies and gentlemen, Coach Keathley and I are going to sign off, but we will be back with more action next week